go into nightmares. Meghan and Omid Scobie spark palace outrage with their recent attack on Charles. Royal fans, before we start, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Meghan Markle's biographer has claimed that despite making strides in diplomacy and compassion, Prince Charles has well and truly blown his chance to improve his public image. Writing for Yahoo, Finding Freedom author Omid Scobie argued that despite his willingness to engage with Britain's imperial past and decry unethical government policy, Prince Charles has failed to turn around his negative public image. This is primarily due, argues Mr. Scobie, to the future king accepting charitable donations from questionable sources, such as reportedly accepting €3 million delivered in bags stuffed with banknotes from Qatar's former Prime Minister and billionaire Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jaber Al Thani. They can however accept a check as patron of or on behalf of a charity. Discussing Charles's positive steps, Mr. Scobie said, "It has only been Prince Charles who has successfully demonstrated the art of diplomacy and compassion to less able family members. For instance, the biographer highlighted how the Prince of Wales did not shy away from uncomfortable conversations about Britain's imperialist past and historic role in the slave trade during his visit to Rwanda last week for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Mr. Scobie said that while usually the group sees painful legacies such as these swept to one side, Prince Charles instead made it his priority to describe the depths of his personal sorrow at the suffering of so many. While many were hoping for an apology for the slave trade, which the heir did not provide, his words showed a willingness to support realms choosing to break away from colonial roots. The prince said, "Each member's constitutional arrangement, as republic or monarchy, is purely a matter for each member country to decide." Mr. Scobie blasted Prince William's efforts and similar conversations after his failed Caribbean visit. The royal writer said in these instances, William caused offense by handling them with such little tact. Prince Charles also went on to say he was furthering his understanding of slavery's enduring impact. Mr. Scobie quoted a royal source saying, he believes there is a fundamental gap in national awareness of the trade, despite Britain's direct involvement in it. He added, "While there is an argument that the prince needs to tone down his political views as a future king, I have always found it admirable that, despite the constrictions of his role, he has been unafraid to address issues that others consider too political, from the environment and Islamophobia to youth unemployment." However, the royal author argued that while his efforts seem authentic, the future king has well and truly blown it due to the donations from the former Qatar Prime Minister. Clarence House said donations from the sheikh were passed immediately to one of the prince's charities and all the correct processes were followed. The controversial sheikh previously admitted that under his government Qatar maybe financed the Syrian branch of al-Qaeda without his knowledge. But the new revelation could put the future king's succession to the throne in jeopardy, royal commentator Tom Bauer claimed. Mr. Bauer, who is working on a biography of Meghan Markle, said the revelation has exposed Charles' poor judgment. Mr. Scobie appeared to share this view, arguing that while the transaction was legal, the incidents demonstrate a total lack of awareness of the way in which such deals were done. How can a senior royal believe accepting a suitcase of cash is a sensible way to fund a charity? The prince passed the cash, including one stash in a suitcase, onto the Prince of Wales's charitable fund, which insisted it carried out all necessary checks before accepting. Charities can take large cash donations but must be alert to money laundering. The Charity Commission said they will not be quizzing Charles about his involvement in the donation, but are considering a formal probe. On Sunday, The Times of London reported that between 2011 and 2015, the Prince of Wales personally accepted 3 bundles of cash, one of which amounted to just over $1 million, that was stuffed into a suitcase. The donation was reportedly deposited into accounts of the Prince of Wales's charitable fund, PWCF, which awards annual grants to a range of charities. According to The Times of London, the entire donation of €3 million, or around $3.1 million, was given in €500 notes by Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jaber Al Thani. Al Thani is a controversial former Prime Minister of Qatar who has had involvement with several offshore companies, according to The Guardian. The Times of London added in its report that on one occasion, Al Thani gave Charles what amounted to around $1.05 million, which was reportedly stuffed into carrier bags from Fortnum and Mason, the luxury department store that has a royal charter to provide the prince's groceries and tea. In a statement to Insider on Monday, Clarence House denied any wrongdoing. Charitable donations received from Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim were passed immediately to one of the prince's charities who carried out the appropriate governance and have assured us that all the correct processes were followed, the statement read. Thanks for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comment. Thanks.